So the first challenge that we undertake is really understanding the problem. So many of our partners come to us with an existing problem, and we always ask, the first question we always ask is, well, what's your understanding of the problem? Can we unpack it? Can we see it through different angles and perspectives? So the tools that we have and teach in there range from everything from system mapping, process mapping, stakeholder mapping, those sorts of tools, and relationship mapping, right through to behaviour identification and prioritisation. Number two is to understand the evidence that exists. So the evidence that's already out there to understand your problem. And that can involve both looking at literature, but also looking at practice to see what others have done. Chances are this isn't the first time you're the first person to face this challenge. Others have faced it in the past, and if we can talk to them about what they've tried and what their successes and failures are, that's a really important input. And finally, at the end of that exploration process, the behaviourist says, who needs to do what differently to solve this problem? Which is the really key difference, I think, between, I guess, this course and any other course about how you might solve a public policy problem, is to say, who needs to do what differently? Now, the bits that we extract out of that exploration method, I think, are probably two of the most important bits and that we teach into the course. The first one is that systems and process mapping tool. So that's to really understand who are the actors in the system that are causing a problem to occur. Because they're really all the different target audiences whose behaviour you can change. And at the end of it, we do a behaviour identification and prioritisation process, which essentially says, of those actors, who needs to do what differently? And given all the different things that they can do, how do we prioritise? So these are the focus points, and then we really ask people to unpack the drivers. So why is it that people are or are not doing that behaviour? And we use tools and teach tools and methods around how to do that. And essentially there's some interaction between the participants, and they interview each other, pretending to be a member of a target audience or not. And the lessons they glean from that are more about the process rather than the actual outcome. But nonetheless, they learn how they could interview people in the target audience, essentially, to try and get a deeper understanding. At the end of that, they match tools for change on that understanding, and you end up with an intervention.